In this video, I'll demonstrate the client troubleshooting option of the RUCKUS Analytics tool. The client troubleshooting page provides you details about the connectivity of a particular client. So to do client troubleshooting, you need to know the MAC address of the client, the AP, or the switch that you're looking at. So in this case, I'll go through and show an example of finding a MAC address, and then we'll go back and search for that address. So I'm selecting the density VSE cluster here, and I'm going to go to my Analytics tab. Then I'll go to my Incidents tab, and I have a lot of P4 incidences here, so I'm going to filter my severity on P4 incidences here. And under Category, I'm just going to search on Performance. So I'll type in Performance. So that'll filter just for the performance issues here. And I can search down through here, and as we see down at the bottom here, we have one incident here that has 28 impacted clients. So I'll go ahead and select that. Click on the details, and this brings up the incident detail page. So it says clients with low RSS are unusually high in this particular zone. And it gives me a root cause analysis. This is what the machine learning does. And it says the client uplink RSSI, or the signal strength, is unusually low, which can have several root causes. Consider the following: general undercoverage, insignificant APs, so you might want to add more APs, conservative roaming behavior, also known as sticky clients, and if this problem is only affecting certain type of client or OS versions, the client firmware or the configuration settings may be leading to this particular problem. Then it gives me some recommended action. In case of general localized undercoverage, all clients have low RSSI, add some APs, and some other suggestions as well. So to get my MAC address on my clients, I could click on my impacted clients, and you'll see that in this case we have 28. And you could go down here and look at some various clients. I'm going to select this Apple iPhone right here as an example, and I'll click on that. This will bring up the health summary for that particular page, and I'm going to go ahead and copy this MAC address because we'll use that to do a search in a little bit. So here we see the health summary, gives us the total connection time, gives us good connections, 0% in this case, average connection time, poor connection, and so forth. Connection events, if I toggle this switch, it'll show that we have 10 failures, we have 3 slow, and 1 disconnect here. Under roaming, I don't have any roaming incidences on this one, and under my connection quality, red implies it's poor, green implies it's good, or yellow implies it's average. So if I roll my mouse, I can zoom in on this. And if, for example, if I click on this red dot right here, you'll notice over on the right, it will select the time stamp of when this particular event happened, and you'll get a connection event details down here. So this says that that we had an authentication failure. The authentication request was sent out, and the response was failed to come back. So that was an authentication failure. If I close this, and I can go up and zoom in and pick a different topic, but for example, if I pick this orange one over here, here it says that the client associated. And once again, if I pick the red dot up here, I'll get another connection event details. So you can get some kind of an idea what's going on. But in this case, there was an association failure. So let's say, for example, that this was a client that we knew we were having problems with, or that the user reported having problems with. So you already had this MAC address flagged somewhere. So if I was going to go back and use the client troubleshooting tool, and I knew what the MAC address was, under the search bar up here, I can search for clients, APs, switches, or network hierarchy. So I'm going to cut and paste that MAC address in there and allow the system to search for that. And after a while, depending upon how many devices and how big your network is, you'll get a result for that search. In this case, it shows the MAC address, the IP address, the OS type, last connected, and I can go here and click on client troubleshooting again. And that'll bring me up to a very similar menu to where I was before. So you notice some of these events have changed. This is a pretty dynamic environment here, but it gives me, once again, the connection events. Success is 2, failure is 20, and so forth. Roaming, we had 3 incidences of roaming here, and the connection quality here was poor. SNR was actually good in this case. And if I scroll down to my network incidences, it shows that we have client connection 1 and the performance was 1 as well. So that would be an average. So as you can see in this demo, the client troubleshooting option of the RUCKUS Analytics provides you details about the connectivity of a particular client or AP or switch or whatever you're searching for. Just remember to keep a list of the MAC addresses of clients that you're having issues with on your network so that you can search just on those clients' MAC addresses.